Now, at the 3-month point, where now I'm like, wow, there are all these hundreds of women with me here, and there are women like me. And these children, some women who I found pregnant have now given birth to children here. In prison, people are given duties. So I was given the duty to care for the infant babies as I cared for mine.
If you haven't watched the last episode, you have to. You have to watch it and then come here. We've started touching on a direction that I didn't think we were going to touch on. Because I'm in my middle class, upper class bubble.
Yeah.
You get? Where I don't think this could ever be me.
Exactly.
I'm just a person who follows the law. I love Jesus.
Yeah.
I drive on the right side of the road. You get?
Things are working out well.
Things are working out. And worst case scenario, I have a few coins in my pocket.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, I can get myself out of any situation. I have security.
But I never thought about... No, let me take that back. Because as a musician, I did a lot of high school ministry. And I went to even prisons. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
I didn't look at them as hawkers. I thought these were thugs.
Don't we all?
Do you get what I mean?
I get you.
So we're the guys who are inside. No, them, by the way, imagine. They wamefanya vitu, drunk driving, this, that, the other.
Yeah.
Not even drunk driving, loitering, thugs, stealing. I didn't even think loitering was in that mix.
We think they are lazy, they're not hardworking, they don't like doing things the straight way.
You know, Bien said something that I'll never forget. He said the biggest lottery in life is the place that you're born.
Wow.
Just because you're born on one side of Oyaki Way, you don't choose where you're born.
I tell you.
And now that affects the level of where you are from a class perspective.
Exactly.
And then therefore, that's already determining your future. The chances of you,
Yes. And let me tell you, when I got that class, the one that you've just spoken about where you're born and how it shapes the rest of your life. So Njoroge and I got blessed with our daughter, Oma, just towards the case determination.
Oh, okay.
Right out of maternity, we go for judgment.
But you know you're winning.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
There's no evidence that's been produced. Thus far, has any evidence been produced?
Zero. Clean as anything. Let me tell you, I dressed my daughter that morning, kissed her, and I was like, we are finally going to live our lives. I named my daughter Oma, which means truth, because that's what we were praying for throughout. Oma.
In what?
In Kikuyu dialect, Oma means truth. So I named her Oma because it was not just a prayer, but I believed that she was a blessing to me for the truth. And not just to me, but for her generation. She would exemplify that truth and the justice that I wasn't getting.
And how old is she at this time?
3 months old.
Okay.
At the time now we're going for judgment. The judge begins to read the judgment and drops off the first 3 counts. All the counts of theft, there has been no evidence whatsoever that you stole anything. At that time, I'm like...
Brings it out.
Can you finish this last one? We go and begin our life. She gets to the last one and she says, there could have been a probability that you knew that this transaction was fraudulent.
What?
And therefore, you might have conspired.
Might.
I didn't even hear what else she said after that. All I remember is being whisked away. This time round now, not alone. Because I was breastfeeding, I was whisked away with my little infant girl.
What? Went
down to those very dungeons, this time round with my daughter.
So wait. She says, you don't even know what she says. You in a daze.
Yes. Because how have things changed?
And they come immediately and grab you?
Immediately. They are around me. Immediate. It changes in like, you don't even realize it. You can't escape if you are planning to escape. But you're numb. What, like someone explained to me.
And at this time you're holding your daughter?
Yes.
Do you think of giving your daughter?
I'm not even thinking of anything. I'm like, no, she has made a mistake. Like, split of a second.
What?
Giving of my daughter, no one is allowed to come near me. No one is allowed to come anywhere near me. No one is allowed to come anywhere near me. I'm guarded and escorted underground.
What's Njoroge saying?
They're now crying there. My entire family is there now. Njoroge, my family, everybody's there. My dad. But before we got to this moment, this guy had already insinuated again for a bribe.
Who, Mr. Statement?
Yes. For lack of a better word. Mr. Statement was like, now we are nearing judgment. I'm like, yeah, and there has been no evidence. Me, I'm walking. He's like, So I'm like, hey, we should not gamble because I have a daughter now. Let's not gamble with this thing. Let's meet and talk. And my dad says, we are not negotiating with anybody. There has been no evidence that you stole or did anything wrong. So we are not. And my dad says we're not paying anybody anything. And we walk in and I'm convicted to serve a year.
What?
Yeah. Serve a year and I can appeal that decision within 14 days.
Hey, okay. This is how I saw this story going. So first and foremost, given the chance, would you have left your baby?
No.
Okay.
And I say that because, yes, I went. So when I was going into the bus now to go to Langata to serve the sentence, now there is no coming out.
You're in black and white. There's no remand.
This is now prison. You've not just been convicted, you now have a criminal number in this country.
Wow. Can you remember your number?
415/11.
Yeah. That's what they call you now?
That's now my number. That's what they now call me. But before I left to prison, my dad told me, take heart, time will pass. So I went with that at the back of my mind. Take heart, time will pass. And he told me to look at things from a perspective of time. And that's like the first day I saw my dad crying. The very first day I saw his tears. So I go to prison. When I go to prison...
You enter that lorry with your daughter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Infant, sweet little baby. All she wants is to breastfeed. how she's happy she's with her mom. She has no idea how my life and her life have just changed. Because she's going to spend the first year of her life at the largest correctional facility for women in this country.
Langata.
Langata.
What's it called? Langata?
Women Maximum Prison. So we go in.
You had been there before, but in remand.
In remand. And I was praying with everything in me. God help me to never ever cross over to the maximum prison. Not only was that prayer not answered.
Yeah, you're going with a tenant. you have baggage.
My firstborn daughter. Wow. So we go in, and the admission process happens, and it's admission process that is for the books. How you remove your clothes to wear that black and white. Because you're in tears, you can't believe this has happened.
And you're holding your daughter all this time?
Yeah. And the way those gates are closed,
yeah,
you really know you're a criminal. Because this is a maximum facility. It's holding people on death row, people on life. You've come with your ear. There are people here on long sentences. They are holding all manner of people. The way those gates are locked. So we walked in, and it was very hard. And
are they helping you with your daughter?
Yeah, but
they don't care.
I mean, you come to learn that you're not the only mother with a child here.
Oh.
There are so many other mothers with their children here. There are so many children accompanying their mothers to prisons in the country.
Now, yours is a newborn. Are there those ones who are like 4-year-old?
Hey, yes. At that time, even 7-year-olds, like you're seeing children playing there. You're seeing pregnant women. You're seeing, others who are still nursing their little ones. It's hell on earth. Hell on earth.
Wow.
I would pinch myself to confirm whether I'm now dead or I'm alive. Because you can't believe this is happening. So you think, is it a bad dream? Is it reality? Is it... What
are you getting angry at God?
I didn't get angry at that point, because what happened is that I got so numb, and I wore the bias lens of, me, I'm innocent. Look at my beautiful daughter. This, to that middle class bubble of yours, of them versus me. I'm well educated. Do you know who I am?
I speak good English.
Please. You can't even read or write. Like, you didn't even clear primary. And you have the audacity to come near me. The bias lens.
You're upset with them and they've done nothing to you.
Can you believe it? Plus, I cannot even come out of my high horse and think to myself,
you're here.
Plus, the same way this injustice has happened to me,
it's happened to them as well.
I couldn't think that way.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is, can you believe it? Do not come anywhere near me. We're in prison, imprisoned with these women, and they have their children. We will sleep together, but I don't want them to come anywhere near me or my daughter.
Wow.
That's how horrible that middle class, that upper class, that's how horrible our lens is. We view ourselves as extra special. We get into rooms to make decisions that affect them, but we ask the wrong questions. Instead of, we ask, so why did they perform so poorly? Instead of asking, what materials were they not accorded? Instead of thinking, how could she get a D? You think, what didn't she have access to get that D? Instead of saying they need to work harder, maybe it's access they need. But when you're in that middle class and that upper class, it's them, it's you versus them. So I entered into prison with that lens and did not want them.
Close to you.
And we are locked up in this prison together. But it's them versus me.
So in this place, are you in a room and all on the
Yes,
ground?
all
Or you
on
have
the
your
ground.
Your own room. Hakuna VIP.
Own room.
No, own cell. Cell block.
Exactly. And you're hundreds of mothers with your children.
It's not like in the movies where you've
One
got your
toilet.
bed and...
Oh my gosh, that is in the movies. That is in the movies. And I plead with Kenyans, visit prison.
Yeah.
Just visit. It's not because of anything else, but even it will give you another level of gratitude when you see how people live in prison. It will change your perspective, because for me, it changed my entire DNA. So, to your point of, it's where you're born that determines the rest of your future. So, here I was with this bias lens. I'm looking at them, don't come near me or my daughter.
This is your day one.
Day one. Plus, me and my daughter, as we are getting out of here and leaving you in this pit. Okay, day one. Now, I have the hopes of
14 days appeal.
yes.
Middle class, I swear we are that.
And me, my case is going to go so fast. The machinery I have behind me will move things. I'm getting out of here. You won't even believe it. So day one, day two, a month. No court date.
Are you being visited?
Yes, they are coming and assuring me we are going, and even the prison officials are tired. You're being visited like you didn't come here to be visited. This is prison. People can't be, visiting you here like, this is prison. We have a schedule. We have rules. So, month one, it's becoming difficult. How?
Are you talking to anybody all this time?
Just the outsiders. These ones, we don't belong to the same WhatsApp group. No way.
Oh my God. Wait.
Month two. Month three, reality checks in. So before we get to month three, here is where now I start looking at God like, but God, are you serious? Where are you? The God of justice that I know. Forget about the judges and everyone else. You knew that I'm innocent. How could you allow for me to come here, knowing too well I don't belong here? I started questioning God. Because the world can let you down, but God?
Wow.
What happened to his power? I believe so much in your power. What's happening, God? And it's not just me, it's also my daughter. But heavens are silent. When I see there are no answers, nothing is moving. Now we're getting to month three.
So in 3 months, you've not had conversations with Colin Yukoku?
Oh my goodness me, I don't even want to know. Me, I'm on my way out.
Yani?
I've not even accepted that I am in prison. I'm going.
But are you hearing them talk about you?
Yes.
Because they must think you're just a snob, uptight.
They're like, most of them were like, how did you end up here, you? And that's what broke my heart so much. Because they kept saying,
As we
know why we are here. Why are you here? You don't deserve to be here. You could have paid. And it was really breaking my heart that they have accepted their fate. That them, they understand why that is their life. But for me, they don't understand why. Whether or not I was guilty. The profiling. That even if I was guilty,
Oh, I get.
I should have paid.
For them, the route is to get out of here, it's paying.
Yes.
It's corruption.
It's corruption.
You don't get out of here through innocent or not innocent.
Exactly.
You get out of here through corruption.
You pay your way out.
And at this time, are you looking at the system like...
Yeah. What's this system that is able to take an innocent person, take them
a wealthy innocent person?
Yes. Take them through that entire system and lock them innocent. What about the innocent poor? What does that system do to them? What does that system do to them?
Never in a million years did you think this was going to be your story.
Never. Ever. How, Richie? How? Me in prison. After studying so hard, working so hard, my career, do you know where I was headed? The day I was being arrested, I had a 2.5-year-old plan. And the reason why I mentioned to you August 2011 is because August 2011, I was in prison.
Yeah. What is that called? Neither the plans of man.
It is God who knows. You can plan all you want to plan, but at the end of the day, surrender that plan to God. He's the one who truly knows your tomorrow. And if things don't go the way you had expected them to go, continue surrendering to Him. Because for some, they are blessed. For others, they are not. But in everything He says, it will all work out for good. So trust Him. Even if it's not going your way, you're probably being refined. It's probably the seasons of life. Whichever way, it all works out for your good, because now at the 3-month point where now I'm like, wow, there are all these hundreds of women with me here, and there are women like me. And these children, some women who I found pregnant have now given birth to children here. In prison, people are given duties. So I was given the duty to care for the infant babies as I cared for mine, which was a favor. As I spent days with these children, I would remember my childhood. And I would think to myself, there's nothing I paid to God to get that childhood.
That lottery of life.
He just blessed me with that life, that was my childhood. These children have been born here. They are growing up here. There's nothing wrong these children have done, but this is where their life is beginning. And this is what is going to shape the rest of their lives. The struggles of their parents taking them to school. The struggles of their parents giving them the life that I was accorded or other people are accorded. My perspective began to change.
God is amazing.
I started to have a change in perspective. That, wow, it's truly a blessing. Sometimes we think it's because we worked so hard. Sometimes we get so entitled to the blessings that God has given us. That's why we're so entitled to look at these people the way we look at them. You're so entitled to your lifestyle. You worked hard, you inherited, you deserve it. What about those ones? They don't deserve it? When I began to change my perspective is when I leaned in to listen to their pathways to prison and to their cries. And now I stopped looking at myself as that Teresa, but I saw myself as one of them.
And what were some of these pathways now that you had?
My mom passed on just before I could do my primary final exam. As the firstborn, I had to take on the reins and begin caring for my other siblings, because where we came from, hand to mouth, mom is gone, no one else to shield the family. That pathway led this lady to an early marriage, because she thought through the early marriage she would be able to care for her family. And the pathway goes to sexual gender-based violence, all the way to prison, and these others into the streets as hawkers, others teenage moms who were arrested as they were trying to have an abortion. They had no one to take them for counseling or rehab or, the hawkers. I met the hawkers. No. Yani, they are like, even now when I live here, other than hawking, I don't know what else I can do. Even the capital to kick off that hawking, I don't have. And you can really, when you listen to
hear
these
the
stories, human to human. It's the lack of access to opportunities, lack of access to quality education. It's the access they don't have. Here, I know someone who knows someone who knows someone. Who do they know? Who will open the door? The government is not creating structures and systems that support those people to latch on to something and keep climbing where all they do is hustle. I heard women say, I'm so grateful I'm here.
I can eat.
I can eat. I have a roof over my head. I can feed my child. I heard a lady say that she deliberately positioned herself to be arrested because she knew when she's finally convicted, she'll be taken by prisons to the National Hospital to deliver her baby because she couldn't afford 3,000 shillings. And she did not want to be locked in there after she has delivered because she hasn't paid the 3K. So here, at least, she will deliver, care for the child a little bit as she does her calculation of where and what to do by the time she's being released. Women would cry the day they were told, you're leaving today.
What?
Crying tears. Could you give me another night? Because they're going to hit those streets and they have no idea where they'll spend the night. They were not earning a coin, which is another injustice in this country, that people will do hard labor in those prisons, manual whatever labor, and live with zero, not even bus fare. So they are crying, wondering, where am I going? Crying, please, can you allow me another night here? And if you look at where they're saying, can you give me another night here?
A floor.
That's horrible circumstances, And that really broke my heart because I knew there's a better life than this. And the only reason you're not being able to access, the only barrier between what you're calling nice, the life you know, and the life I know is just an access barrier. But you can't see this world. You can't even fathom it.
Would you tell them about your world, or you can't even explain it?
They can imagine. They can imagine. They can imagine. Even the way they look at you, like you're a foreigner. And you're Kenyan citizens. But that lack of access to opportunities just draws these barriers they can't access. And then we build very high walls, having our high teas, so that they will not access us and pollute our spaces. The difference? Our backgrounds. You had the great opportunity to go to that school. I didn't. It's not that I didn't want to go to that school. I couldn't. So that really gave me perspective. And every day I couldn't wait to leave. I was still fighting, still trying to leave. But at some point when I began to get it, because by this time I got to know who is serving death row, who is serving life, who is serving 15, 20 years. One day my parents came and I told them, because I had been given remission, and this was at the 6-month point.
Remission meaning?
They had reduced my 1 year to 8 months. The prison has that authority to give remission,
good behavior
and those kinds of things. So I had been given remission. So at the 6-month point, where they wanted to get me out on bond pending appeal, because the appeal is taking too long to be concluded, I say to them, forget about that bond pending appeal. Because even that bond pending appeal
will take...
Exactly. And I say to them, allow me to just complete the sentence. And we complete this chapter. Then when I come out, the case is still ongoing. We will still continue with the appeal. Now, my family thought I had gone mad. How can you say that you're okay completing the sentence? Like, do you know where you are? And at this particular time, physically, I have changed. Like, you can't even recognize the Teresa, the banker, and the Teresa, the incarcerated woman.
You're looking now like the guys.
Exactly. That's how I'm looking. Because even dignity staff.
Because you are now living like the poor.
Yeah.
So the physical appearance looks the same.
Exactly.
Wow.
People would even ask me, do you know how you look? Yeah, so soon.
And Njoroge, is he still coming?
Njoroge is still coming. He's like, what country is this? What country is this?
Yeah.
What country
You shocked him.
Is this?
He's Kenyan and he's like, forget Kenya, I'm American.
And his daughter now
is inside.
Njoroge.
Wow, that must have been traumatizing for him.
I don't think he has ever recovered to date. And the reason why I say that is because, for me, I was living every single day and getting to a point where I make certain decisions as I go through the journey. So my mindset is changing as I go through the journey. As an observer, you're stuck. It's very difficult because you're not... there are things you don't understand.
You're stuck at the let's fight to get out. You're beginning to understand, there is more.
And changing perspective, and looking at things.
You're becoming a whole new person.
Yes. I didn't come out of prison the same Teresa.
Somebody died in there.
Yeah. Completely. Completely. You don't go to prison and come out the same, even if it's for a day. You don't. The way you're treated, just everything. Your freedom is gone. You do things when you're told to do those things. the stigma, your reputation. You die. A new you has to emerge. One, to survive that, because the you who went in there can't survive that. So the person who is trying to survive this, there's a new person emerging. That grit, that, And when I got out of prison, I remembered my dad's words.
Time
Passes. It passed.
Can you remember the day, the final day?
Yeah.
Your final night?
4th November 2011.
Wow. What's happening in your mind that night?
I pray the prison system does not call me to tell me they've changed their mind.
What?
I really need to go.